You're live. That's what it tells me anyway. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. 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 Welcome to Wednesday Live. Put my hand in front of the camera. There's dirt on it. This thing's a mess. What? What are you guys up to today? What's going on? Let's get situated here. Settle in for the long haul. We are live on a Wednesday. Hence the name Wednesday Live, right? Anyway, man, it's been a good week here so far. I hope you guys are finding the week going well and everything too. Man, it's July. Did everybody have a good, well, in the U.S. anyway? I hope everybody had a nice 4th of July, a good Independence Day. Happy 4th to those of you in the U.S. And I know, let's see, Canada. You guys celebrated your is it Independence Day or Canada Day or on the 1st? So hope you guys. I'm not 100% sure of different celebrations around all other parts of the world, but I know here in the U.S. and Canada at least. So anyway, welcome guys. What's going on? What is going on? Just kind of getting situated here. What are you guys up? It's Wednesday here. For those of you that maybe don't know, I'm in the morning, so I'm gonna say good morning because that's what it is here. So for those of you that, if you're just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to Home Built Workshop. Welcome to Wednesday Live, where we just hang out and we will chat, talk projects, talk shop, answer questions, just get to kind of hang out and spend some time chatting. I don't typically do projects or anything on these lives. The lives are really just so I can hang out with you guys and, we can just learn, get to know each other, hang out, that sort of thing. Some people have requested projects on these lives, but I keep trying to make it known that that's not the goal of these lives. The goal of these weekly lives is to just hang out and, talk shop and stuff. Michael's here. Michael, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Michael gives the old thumbs up. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Epperson, top of the morning. Russell, okay. Your stickers, man, those are cool. Did you make those? Because that's a lot of different vinyl cuts put together. Well done. I like that. Those are really cool. I got one right there. There it is. So yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Well done on that. I got to when I opened it up, I'm like, man, this looks like different layers of vinyl. Very cool. Excellent use of vinyl. I got the camera all wonky here. All right. Oh, Buddy's here. Buddy says good morning all. Mr. Doughboy, hello everyone. Oh, let's see. Buddy, did you ever finish that Roadster thing you were making? If you've posted it, I'm a little bit behind on my IG feed, but man, that thing was looking pretty cool. So I have to go back and take a look. Buddy's been making a whole lot of really cool stuff, copper, art, and jewelry, and all kinds of stuff. So if you guys want to check it out, go over and hit him up and see what he's making. He's making some really neat things. Well done, buddy. Well done. Mr. Doughboy, how the heck are you doing, man? Epperson said, nice, had a guy here where I live make them. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's really neat how you layered them up. I've done a little stuff like that with not layering one on top of the other, but doing different colors and getting everything to everything to line up when you apply it all. There's different tricks and things that you do that you can do in your file to help you keep things lined up. Vinyl's really cool. I would like to get a vinyl cutter, um, and do some vinyl stuff. Buddy, not yet. Man, hasn't finished the little roadster guy. Giovanni, ciao. What's up, man? How's it going? Mr. Doughboy says, I'm good. You? Man, I am doing good. But, you know, things around here are going pretty well. Can't complain. We got some nice weather, and yeah, it's going good. Getting some stuff done in the shop, getting some other things done around here as well. Got some cool stuff in the works. Hopefully that you know, I'll be able to share a little bit more, and yeah, it's going good, man. Epperson says he's currently making me a brand to stamp my projects with. Cool. Nice. Is that you doing like a brass one that you can heat up and actually burn in there, I'm guessing? Buddy says, I seen your sticker on SMA Toolbox. Yes! Yep, so a little backstory, not really, I don't know, but some background. South Main Auto channel, if you look him up on YouTube, the dude's great. Eric, he's a awesome mechanic and a you know, a great repair guy. Owns a shop up in what is that? It's above Bath, Avoca, New York, and hometown area that I went to high school with. Actually was like, he went to school with him. I'd have to ask him for all the details, but they went to school together, and so he knows the guy. But I started watching the channel, and when I realized he's from not far from where I grew up, basically. I mean, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So immediately I had that connection, just because he's from my area, and so I sent him some stickers one day, and next thing I know, I see him on the toolbox, and you know, I've since been, you know, gone back and forth with him a few times on some different questions, some different product suggestions, and you know, that sort of thing. So it was really awesome when I first saw that in his video. I've seen him on his toolbox, and I've seen some where he does like a whiteboard thing, and it's got it. I think it might be that one on one of his whiteboard where he was trying to describe something he's working on, but not sponsored by him or anything like that. But if you got stuff, go definitely check out South Main Auto on YouTube. His channel is really growing since I started following him. But definitely, Eric is a great guy. I've never met him personally, but I have conversed with him through email and stuff like that. But great mechanic and all that. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, go check him out. He's got hundreds and hundreds of videos, and they're all really great. That would be one of my YouTube recommendations, and not just because he's my stickers on his things. Philip, what's up? What's up? What's up? Buddy, yes, awesome. Yeah, I was really excited. I had to like pause the video and back it up when I first spotted it on there. I'm like, I was like a little kid. Epperson says, yes, brass. Can't wait to see how it turns out. He's building a business, and I'm his guinea pig. Not sure if I spelled that right or not, but he's been making stuff for me for free as long as I advertise him. Oh, that's cool. Never hurts to be a guinea pig. I mean, especially if you're not legal, hopefully it turns out good for you. What's he cutting it with? Does he have like a CNC or some sort of a mill or something to do that? That would be I'd be curious to know how he does that. Question for you guys then, since we already were talking about, YouTube suggestions. What are you guys watching that you would recommend other people check out? You guys got any favorite channels or anything right now? Something you'd recommend, you'd pass along to somebody? I'm always on the lookout for new channels, and really it's kind of hard. I'm sure you guys know. It's hard to find new stuff, isn't it? At least for me. Because it seems like the algorithm or whatever you call it, only you find a channel that you like and it continues to show, their things, which is good because you want to see stuff like that. But my opinion is it kind of makes it tricky to find stuff. So I like to, there's hundreds of hours of stuff uploaded to YouTube, like minute or something like that. I don't know. I've heard the stats and it's absolutely ridiculous. So it's a wonder any of us can find anybody else's stuff on there. So that's where I feel if you have something that you like to watch, it's important to pass it along to help other people find it. And so if you guys got any recommendations, any channels you're liking right now, leave it in the comments. Like I said, mine right now, my recommendation would be South Main Auto, right there. I would put it in. Actually, I probably can. I think I can type comments. Give me your suggestions. Another one that I like, nothing to do with, well, I shouldn't say that because they put out a few videos recently. I was going to say nothing to do with like making things and that sort of stuff. Have you guys seen the channel called Townsend's? It's kind of like 1700s stuff. And somehow I came across it. I don't even know how, like some cooking things. But recently they're building like a cabin and they're trying to do everything kind of, with the old style tools and all that. So they've been making like handmade shovels and all kinds of stuff. Kind of cool. I like the period attire and all that stuff. It's actually really neat. And they do a lot of cooking, that sort of thing. So that's another one that I've kind of been digging lately. But yeah, leave your suggestions. Epperson, I have no clue. I've not been allowed in his shop yet. Ooh, it's a top secret. Top secret. But he said, yes, SMA. Right on. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Every time I watch his videos, I love the test drives that he takes because the scenery around what I believe is the loop it looks like he kind of goes around when he goes on the test drives, the vehicles, man, it just reminds me of home so much. The hills, it's like the flat area where he lives and then the hills are on either side, and that is it's the same valley basically where I'm from. It's just down a ways, and it's just a flat valley, and then it goes up on the hills and stuff on either side, and it looks exactly like the area where I'm from. And every time, especially there's farms and barns, and it's just cool. I just like his stuff a lot. I really do. And he's got a lot of cool tools too. And there's been a few that I have bought just because, because of his recommendation. Not a ton, but, some of them. Really neat stuff. Giovanni, question. Did you get an envelope yet? Let me know when that thing comes in. I'm curious how many weeks and months it's going to take. So I'm packing. Hey, good morning, miss. I mean, you missed everything. No, you really didn't. You really didn't. Welcome. We were just, I'm talking about YouTube recommendations. What are some of the channels that you're watching right now that you happen to like? Doesn't have to be making, fixing, building things. Can be cooking. Can be anything. Let us know. Leave your recommendations over there. I was talking about how it's sometimes hard to find new content that you like. So let's share the stuff that we like and see if others like it as well. Because there's so many hours, hundreds and hundreds of hours uploaded every minute or second or whatever it is, and it's hard to find new stuff. Like occasionally I'll come across a new one, but share the love. If there's one that you're digging right now. You mentioned that he saw one of my stickers on a South Main Auto toolbox on the video. South Main Auto, not audio. South Main Auto is a channel of car repair stuff that I also enjoy, and he's got some of my stickers on his things, so that's how we kind of got to talking about the. That's a recommendation. Go check out South Main Auto. Let's see. I need a drink. It's a little bit warm. Not super warm yet, but it's definitely, I think it's going to be hot because it's usually not quite this warm. So, remember the looper pedal? Those of you guys catch the video or the live, if you caught the live last week, I showed or talked about at least, I can't remember now, the looper pedal that I made. That video's coming out this weekend. I got that all ready to go. And what a fun little electronics project. I don't typically do a lot of electronic stuff, but when I do, I'm like, man, it's just fun to take little components and make a thing that works, and without electrocuting yourself or burning yourself with a soldering iron. So that one will be coming out this weekend. So if you're interested at all, make sure you keep an eye out for that. Epperson says, I'm addicted to YouTube itself. I bounce from channel to channel on it. I spent countless hours at night watching videos. I try to get a little bit in the evening, but usually I don't get much more than an hour, if that. Yeah. I try to watch some of the and I also try to look out for some of the channels that I also enjoy that are not related, but I don't get it. I wish I had more time to sit and watch, but for me, it's really hard. Little personal tidbit, I guess. I have a hard time sitting and relaxing and just watching stuff. I don't know what that would. I don't know why exactly. I just can't. I can't sit and just relax very easily. It's a challenge for me because I'm always thinking, man, I need to be doing something. I need to be doing something, getting something done, being productive. It's really, really hard for me to just sit and be. It really is. It stresses me out, which is very weird. I wish it didn't, but it does. I just have to be feel like I have to be on the go, and it's really, much more, sit with the tablet or something and enjoy that time. But the whole time my brain's going, man, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I shouldn't be sitting here. It's part of the reason why I don't get to watch as much, but there you go, a little inside tidbit. Buddy says, I was at Lake Powell Monday, it was 105. Woo! Wow! That's crazy. I've never been to Lake Powell. I used to work with a guy who would go there at least once a year. He had a big old fancy boat, and they would all go to Lake Powell and do the boat thing and all that stuff. And Sam Packin says, "You've got stickers? I watch a variety of YouTube, mostly how-tos. Yes, I do have stickers, and I'm going to throw it out to those of you that are in this live. If you guys want stickers, shoot me a message. Either email, through the website, Facebook, whatever way works. You guys want some stickers, shoot me your address. I'll mail you some. Special offer, get them now while supplies last. Now, seriously, if you guys want stickers, I'd like to do sticker swaps with people, but I'm not worried. If you don't have one, shoot me a message, let me know, and shoot me your address, and I'll get some sent out to you. There you go. Special offer. Don't do it on here, though, because you don't want to give your address to everybody. And if you want to, send P.O. Box. I have a P.O. Box. You can just send stickers. Let's see. Epperson says, I'm one of those that only sleep a couple hours. They got a name for it, but I can't spell it. Yeah, I used to be. This is kind of weird. I used to get only about 4 or 5 hours of sleep because when I was doing the whole corporate, manufacturing gig, I had to be there at 5 in the morning, so I'd have to get up at 3:30. especially in fall, winter, the holiday season. I'd have to be there but now I feel like I'm getting a little more sleep. I feel more rest. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that whole thing. But I definitely have been sleeping a little bit more better. But again, that whole can't sit still thing makes me think I need to get up earlier so that I can get more done. It's a weird battle that goes on in my brain. Sam Patkin says, not to change the subject, but I got my fret press done. Drilled the ram out, still need a compression spring. Thanks for the offer on the stickers. Oh, well, you bet. Fret press is going to be cool. And I'm sure it'll work fine if you don't put a spring on the top. But I like it because you don't have to worry about the thing dropping down on your fretboard where you don't want it to. That's why I like the spring on there. So I honestly don't remember where I got mine. I don't know if I got it from the hardware store. I got a pretty decent hardware store nearby that they have quite a lot of stuff. I don't know. Andy's here. Hi, Andy. Speaking of hardware stores, or at least a reminder, not for anything I mentioned, but I like to be very clear that it's not sponsored. When I suggest something, it's just clearly, it's purely my opinion, suggestion, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, guys, don't forget when you're looking for hardware, parts, different things, don't forget your local Ace Hardware. A lot of times, I do the big box store, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, what have you. But I have been looking for a couple of things in both of those big box stores for a couple weeks, and everything is gone, sold out of Ace Hardware. So I went to my local Ace Hardware store, and they had exactly what I needed, and I could have had this thing weeks ago. Buzzing around the Ace Hardware, and there's so many things that I can use for so many projects that I don't think to go there first. And that's something I need to try to do a little bit more, because they have so many things that I go to the big box store for, and now I haven't shopped prices, but there's things there that I don't see at the other stores. So if you have one local, hit up your local hardware store. It doesn't have to be an Ace, but maybe it's a local hardware store of some sort. Don't forget about those dudes, because a lot of times those are a local, maybe it's a local business, and you want to support those guys, because a lot of times they might be able to hook you up with just a little plug. Not sponsored plug, but definitely I am going to try to use my my local hardware stores a little bit more, because I think most people don't go to the local shops because they go to the big box stores. So the big box stores don't have what you need, but the little dudes do. So support the little dudes. Russell says, well, gotta go. See y'all next week. Right on, buddy. Well, you have an amazing time, and thanks for stopping in, and thanks for the stickers too, man. I appreciate it. Sorry, Sent Packing. I got a little sidetracked on the fret press spring thing. Yeah, seriously. What am I working on around here? Well, this is kind of cool. I just finished this yesterday. This is, let's see. This is a different take on a bandsaw box. It's all washed out. I'm trying to get the light where it's good. So, most people I think will be familiar with the bill that you pull out of there, and then you hollow out that drawer, and there's your box made on the bandsaw. Well, this is my take on a bandsaw box. This is a bad example, but from a block of wood like this one's already had something done with it, where I sliced off all four sides and the bottom, glued it back together, and made it that way. But the whole thing is done on the bandsaw. This one I made for a deck of cards. We've been playing. You guys play Uno? We play it all the time. And the little cardboard box gets torn up. So I made this. This is all out of one block of wood. Started out with a block of wood. Oh, let's see, about that size right there. Slice off the sides, slice off the front and back, slice off the top. Now that hollows this out of there. Glue this all back together. A little bit of inkjet transfer. I really like the way it still smells like fresh lacquer. And just did the same thing for this side. Pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to turn out. For it to fit right, of course, you know, you got to calculate, you know, the thickness of your blade and, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I was hoping I did the measurements right. It's just a little bit tall, but I was going to trim it down, but I decided I'm not going to. I really like it. A different take. I'm calling it a bandsaw box, but it's different than a normal bandsaw box. It's not what you'd normally think of. The thing that I really like is, look, the grain is like completely continuous because this is there. Everything's in the same orientation as it was when it was a block of wood. The only thing missing is, you know, a little slice where the kerf was. I'm really happy with it, and it fit perfect. It's like it doesn't completely fall off. There's a little bit of friction, whatever. So just finish this up. I got to start editing the video for this little dude. Should be out in a couple weeks, but pretty cool. And if you guys haven't done inkjet transfer, you got to try it. It's fun to play around with. One thing that I'm making very clear in the video for this, I have no intent on selling these things, and therefore I'm okay using, you know, the company logo. But you guys, if you guys are going to make anything and do something like this, keep in mind copyright, trademark laws. You can't make stuff and sell it with someone else's logo on there. You just can't. I don't want anybody to get in trouble, but I'm making it very clear that this is completely for me. It is never going to leave my possession. Never will sell it or anything. So just keep that stuff in mind. I see a lot of people that make like cornhole boards and stuff like that, and they'll put their sports teams or whatever on there. Legally, I don't think you're supposed to do that. Again, I'm not an expert on that, but I don't think you're supposed to if you're selling them. There's something there. There are ways to do it the right way, and there's ways to do it the wrong way. I'm not the one to give suggestions either way because I'm just not an expert. I just figure, you know what, as long as I'm not selling it, you know, or even giving them away, I don't think I'm going to have any issue. But just be careful, guys, if you guys are going to do something like that. Andy says, neat job. Thanks, man. I'm really happy the way this thing turned out. Sempackin says, my ace never has what I need. Just saying. I'm here in Canada, and I live kind of early. I can understand that. Maybe it's, you know, if it's remote, I don't know, really. The smaller shops, I guess, hit or miss. I'm not saying that mine has every single thing I'd ever need, but I do know something. It's kind of a last resort, and they have what I need. And man, how much time could I have saved had I gone there first, or you know, not waiting weeks or whatever. Basically, I've been looking for lacquer, clear lacquer, which I put on this. Haven't been able to get it for weeks. Or you know, the big boxes haven't had it, and I went there and they had, as well as a couple other things I was looking for too. So, you know, I'm not saying they're gonna save the day all the time. Just it's a resource that I forget about even checking to see if they have what I need. I have a hardware store. That's like a farm and ranch store. Those of you that are familiar with Tractor Supply, it's very similar to Tractor Supply. I have a Big R nearby, and Big R is very similar to Tractor Supply. But I feel that the difference is this is a little bit more, let's see, maybe ranch related, or yeah, maybe I can't think of how to explain it. Tractor Supply is very farm related, I think, the way I see it, and Big R is more ranch, horse, kind of Western related. I don't know if that's a fair comparison, but they're very similar with just a little, I think Tractor Supply is leaning more toward farm and Big R is a little more toward ranch stuff. I don't know. But I like both of them, and I go to Big R a lot. We have that right close by, and it's probably it's way closer to go there. Sometimes they're more expensive though, and so sometimes I don't buy from there. Sometimes I do just because of the convenience. But that's all I'm saying really is don't forget your local hardware store. And I'm guilty of doing that myself. Forget to check them, and all I think of is big box, and that's not always the best way. Sent Packin says, sorry, the internet's slow here, and all I have are the small stores, no big box stores that aren't our way. I think in most cases you're not missing out too much. The big boxes are very popular because they have pretty much everything under one roof, which can be good and bad because everybody goes there. Yeah, and that, like I said, that's just something that I'm going to try to do more. Utilize the smaller shops where I can bigger selection. Yeah, they do have a bigger selection most of the time, but mine has not had a bigger selection of at least the finish that I'm looking for. And my local dude, sure had plenty. So just a reminder, more for me maybe, to not forget these other shops, and not because maybe they're better or not. I mean, some ways they might be, or I'm not getting into that debate, but it's just another resource that I don't think about. That's all. So anyway, be on the lookout for that guy. Getting ready also to I picked up a barbecue smoker recently, and I wasn't gonna make a video on it, but I figure it's gonna go. I can put it under my fixed playlist, just fixing things, because I've mentioned before, that I spend a lot of time just fixing stuff around the house, and I want to try to start sharing some of that stuff. I need to replace, the little fiberglass door, Nomec, whatever that gasket thingy is that you put on a wood stove or all that. I need to replace that. So I actually had to look that up. There's like a fuzz or something on me that's driving me nuts. Spider web, I don't know what it is, but it's making me crazy. So I'm going to be replacing that super quick. And, if you guys have ever replaced a gas barbecue or something like that, you guys, you peel off the old, you clean the surface, you smear the glue back on there, and you jam the other one into place, and pretty much you're done. But it's been a long time, and I kind of was looking that up the other day, and I figured, well, let's just make a little fixed video on that really quick. I kind of like the fixed ones too. It's a little different than making something from complete scratch. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'll probably do that today, really, because it's not gonna take very long. I've already got the door off. I just got to clean everything up and put the new thing in there. I'm excited. I haven't actually had a smoker before, so I'm gonna get some some ribs or some brisket or something on there. If you guys got any to throw on there first, let me know. Some chicken maybe. I don't know. I've done a lot of. I cook on the grill a lot. Chips, wood smoke and stuff on the grill, but I've never had an actual smoker. And so I'm kind of excited. This is not a new one. It's nothing fancy by any means. It's something that it's a propane one that we picked up real cheap, and it needs a little bit of repairs. But I want to try it out, and who knows? Maybe it will upgrade eventually to a bigger, better version. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of cool. Making me hungry already. I'm not even gonna use it for who knows how long. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna be working on the rest of this week. Well, the next project. Got a couple guitars coming up. I got to get some new ones made. I got to play around with a new design, and just some things. I got some things kind of in the works. I think I mentioned a while back in one of the videos. I don't remember. that I'm going to do I'm opening an Amazon shop, and I'm working on getting some things sent over there, basically guitar parts and pieces and stuff like that. So, kind of been working on getting an Amazon shipment together. Kind of get that in the works. Some other guitar stuff I've got in the works. I'm just really excited right now. I'm trying to use this time, especially as coming out of, um, we're coming out of, well, at least here, sort of coming out of the whole pandemic thing. Having all that time's kind of got me thinking of other things that I need to be doing for the business to help grow it, and and so I'm just kind of working on a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that, as they develop, I'll be more stuff with you guys. But I'm really excited of where we're going right now and kind of things that are in the works. It's just fun, really. Sent back and says, I'd like to build a smoker. Where is everyone? I want to build one too. And partly that's because that's part of the reason I was okay getting this. I kind of want to try it out first and see how it is. Yeah, from what I can see, it's not hard really, but I want to actually make a few things, and if I get hooked on it, then I'll probably build one. But we'll go all out and we'll build this sucker up, and it'll be fun. Let's see. Buddy says bigbclive.com. Bigbclive.com. Did that right? He does electronics. Senpakin says, I've got a propane smoker and a fire. That's exactly what we just got. It's a propane vertical smoker. And yeah, I'm excited. I just got to I lit it up yesterday, and just to see how bad the thing was leaking. And I didn't put any chips or anything in there. I just kind of let it burn off some crud that was still inside before I scrubbed it all out. And smoke was coming out of like all around the doors and everything, instead of just out the little. This one has a little chimney thing on the top, and it was coming out from everywhere. So yeah, I wanted to be able to compare. I should have done a video. I should have taken video of that. But at the time, I wasn't planning on doing a video on replacing the door seal. But now I am, so oh well. We're going to keep it short and sweet, to the point, get it fixed, get it done. And then we're going to get something and throw on there. Senpakin, what's your favorite thing to cook on there? I mean, I have so many favorite meats. Ribs, and I did a brisket once on my regular grill. I had to do all kinds of goofy stuff to get it set up so it would actually smoke it instead of cook it. But it was so good. It was big. It was like I don't know. It was like a full-size brisket. Let's see. What else do we have going on around here? Then we're going to cover projects that I'm working on. You guys working on anything in particular? Has got anything on the workbench? Buddy, I know you got some stuff on your workbench. Let's see. Alice is here. Alice. Hello, Alice says. Hi, Alice. How's it going? How are you this fine Wednesday morning? Senpakin said, watch if the creosote doesn't catch fire. My flame went out once, and I didn't give it enough time to clear. It almost blew up when I relit it. Oh, man. Yeah, and partly that's kind of why I lit it yesterday. I lit it up, closed all the vents, basically, except for the top one, and had the sucker cranked up just to burn, I went at it with, the scrub and everything, and, just to get it all cleaned out. So yeah, but thanks for the tip. I will definitely keep an eye out on that. I don't want anybody to blow up. Joshua says, cool project for your Leatherman in light. Are you wearing it? I am not at the moment, and that is only because I was in a hurry to get out and get the slide started. To try to start it on time, 9 a.m. my time, Mountain Time, and I was almost running late, and I didn't grab it. But I wear it every single day. And as soon as I'm done here, I will go. I don't even have my belt. on right now. I might have pants, but but at this exact moment, no, I am not wearing it. But again, that's just because I was in a hurry, ran out here to get started. So yes, that thing is really cool. I really like it. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm used to having it clipped in my pocket, but since that pocket clip broke off, I'm getting much more used to having it on my belt. I'm not typically, it comes with that little nylon sheath thing. And I tried that for a little while. It was just awkward, and I couldn't get used to it. This one seems a little better. I think I've made the connection of what it was at first. You know, Leatherman sheath has that little flap that opens up. And I don't like having to open that up, then pull the Leatherman out, and then you have to open the flap back up to put the Leatherman away, and it's just, I don't know. It's a hassle. This one I like is it's retention, held in by just the retention. There's no flap or anything. And I think that's why it's not that big a deal. Still a little weird getting used to, but not bad. Buddy says, "Yep, can't find the time to do anything." You got a lot on the bench, man. From following your feet, it looks like anyway. Sent Packin says, "So going to go with a wood fired." You are? I or me? If I'm gonna build one, it's gonna be wood fired. Yes. It might be cool to have an option in there for propane now, but yes, a whole separate firebox, smoke chamber, all that sort of thing. And yeah, if this small experiment goes well, then yes, I'll build a big wood-fired one. Alice says, from Heart of Florida, what is this about? Came on my YouTube. I like watching Fix-It shows. I don't really do a lot of Fix-It or DIYs, but like to watch them. Cool. So this show, my channel is Home Built Workshop, and I do DIY, woodworking, metalworking, all kinds of how-to videos. Usually post them on Saturdays, but every Wednesday morning I do a live stream, just hanging out with whoever's here. I try to just take that time, answer questions, just chat with everybody. I don't build anything on these lives. Again, it's just kind of a hangout time, just to interact with everybody, and we always have a good time. Sometimes there's questions, sometimes it's just us chatting about things and stuff like that. So welcome welcome to Wednesday Live. But yeah, we're not building anything in the live streams. I've considered that a few times, but I personally enjoy just hanging out with everybody and interacting, and the builds projects are for the Saturday videos. But check out my project videos. Sent Packing says, I made a learning tower for one of my grandsons. We used to use a chair. Is that like one of the kitchen dealios? Where you stand and you got the things and technical term, dealios. Alice says, thank you. You're welcome, Alice. And thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you can tune in a little bit more. Packing spatchcock chickens. Is that what you're making? Did I miss a comment there or something? Sorry about that. Unless you pulled it back. I don't know. I got lost there for a minute. Reel it back in. I had something we're talking about. Have you guys ever had an Amazon order get lost and never delivered, and then out of the blue they just refund you? I've never had that happen before. I had an order that's been out there for a long time, and finally I got an email saying, the package was returned to us with no contents, and they issued a refund, and I'm like, well, that's great, but they couldn't even ship another one because what I ordered was the last thing. So now I got to try to go about finding a replacement. It's not a big deal, one, but oh well. At least they refunded it. I had like no hassles at all. I didn't even have to contact them. They contacted me. Scent packing. Oh, smoked a chicken. Yes. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't have a whole chicken. I want a whole chicken. Put a whole chicken in there. You've had that happen before? Scent packing, that's what it's called when you split the chicken and flatten it out. Yes. Yeah, you flatten that dude out. Very similar to butterfly. It threw me off because I think I'm trying to scroll back through. I thought I missed a comment in there. Heard something out there. But he says they're good, no hassle. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I wasn't in a hurry for this item, so I wasn't hassling them about, where is it or anything. But then just out of the blue, oh, here's your money back. Your thing got damaged or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I mean, it wasn't a bad experience, other than, you know. Alice says that's crazy. Free money. Thanks. I'll try. Money was I paid for it. They just gave it back to me. Few. Nice meeting you. I keep getting a whiff of this lacquer. Don't tell anybody. Who else likes the smell of chemicals like that? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Your secret's safe here. Sam Packin says I've been told to keep the item and they refunded me. That I've heard of. Heard of that. Then it costs more to send it back, and they just give your money back. We ordered something not from Amazon, I don't believe, but a pretty large car part. It wasn't very expensive, but it was big, right? And it wasn't the right thing. So we tried to figure out how to return it, and they said the same thing. Like, it's going to cost you more to send it back, so we're just going to give your money back, and you keep the thing. We ended up selling it for, I don't know, a few bucks. It wasn't much, but so we got our money back and kept the item, and then we sent the thing back, or we sold the thing. Sent packing small item, yeah, I can see that. Big item, I can understand. Big expensive thing. Andy says, love the smell of leather. Man, so do I. It smells so good. Scent packing actually was a small chip holder for my smoker. Aha! About. Alice says, that's right. Oh, what's your name? My name is Jeff. And I'm in a Homebuilt Workshop. So, yeah. You could, you look up Homebuilt Workshop, look up my name, Jeff Baker, anything like that. So, yeah. Yep. Andy, how are things going in your neck of the woods? Alice says, okay, I'm weird. Skunk smell does not stink to me. I wouldn't want to be sprayed. I don't mind it. I grew up in the country. I grew up on the East Coast in a small rural area in Pennsylvania. Skunks, I'm kind of used to it. I don't mind it at all. I don't want to be sprayed. My brother got sprayed once. I don't want to be, but yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the smell. Buddy says Wayfair is good too. Ordered an item from them, kept delaying shipping, so they refunded my money. Oh, that's cool. I've heard good things about Wayfair. I've never used them myself, but I haven't heard bad. I haven't heard anything bad from them. Andy says not so good at the moment. Back bed, ill game. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully you get. I hope you get well soon, man. I don't like to. I don't like to hear when people are sick, and hopefully you recover quickly. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're able to tune in. Get well soon, man. Get well soon. Let's see. What else, guys? You guys got anything here? We are fast approaching the 1 hour mark. So if you got anything else you want to get in, comments, suggestions, YouTube recommendations. What else? I don't know. Let's see. Sent Packin says, what do you know about resealing a roof on a travel trailer? Not a whole lot, honestly. To be completely honest, I'm trying to think. A friend of mine had to do this a couple years ago, and I forget what he used. I can't remember. There's some kind of a something. What the heck is that? Can you use mineral spirits on a rubber with you here? I don't know. I'm a roofing person. I believe there are. You know what you might do. I don't know what you have around. Do you have like a camper place anywhere nearby? I mean, I bet you could go there. I bet they would have some sort of. I gotta believe that there's like a brush-on rubbery something, but I don't know. It's just a guess. Maybe you can look at RV roof sealer something. I'm not sure, dude. Sorry about that. I'm not a. Anybody has any info, please, leave that down there. If you guys have had any experience sealing a travel trailer roof, let us know. Because now I want to know, and Sent Packin needs to know. Oh! Sent Packin's. Okay, I just spotted this. Gotcha! Okay. I'm with you. What's it say on the... if it's just I would think you could use, I would think you could use mineral spirits, but I don't know. I would read the can and see what they say first. Because I wouldn't want to do anything that's going to compromise it. Because I don't know how that stuff works, you know what I mean? I'm trying to look at what I have here that might work. Mineral spirits, it's about the only thing I have. Paint thinner, that seems, I don't know. Acetone might be too aggressive. Does it say anything on the package? It's got to. It's got to give you some prep instructions. It has to. I can't imagine it not. Andy says, cheers. Getting ME is the struggle. ME. Well, I wish you better, man. Feel better, please. Let's see. Buddy, I'm telling you, it's kind of one of those things that, you make the first thing and that's it. You're hooked. It's really, I am so enjoying the whole process of making things, as I'm sure you guys do another project and another project and another project, because it's so fun. It's different than, if you typically do woodworking, it's such a different process, or really from whatever you typically do. If you're new to it, I will be surprised if you don't find yourself wanting to make every single thing out of leather. You'll look at something and go, oh, I can make that now. As soon as you make one or two things, you are going to be you're going to be hooked. It's really cool. So I've got a couple other ideas, buddy, and I don't know when I'll get to them, but I keep seeing stuff. I really do. I keep seeing things, and I go, you know what? I could make that now out of leather. And, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but not much, seriously. To me, it seems like it's very forgiving. Now, granted, I'm not building these items to sell or anything like that. Everything is strictly for me. So I'm, there's like the Leatherman pouch. There was mistakes in that thing, as I showed in the video, but I'm okay with that because it helps me learn. It helps me to fine tune this new craft that I'm really enjoying, and I'm okay at using something that maybe has a couple mistakes, a couple flaws in there because it's mine and I'm learning from it. Um, but I definitely my suggestion to you, buddy, and to anybody that wants to try it would be just try it. Really, you can make a couple things. Well, you can make tons of things. Honestly, not a couple. You can make a ton of things with really just a punch of something, a piece of leather. You don't have to mold. You don't have to do any of this other stuff. If you want to make just a pouch, you don't have to do any special tooling. No rivets. No nothing. No nothing. Yeah, I graduated that there at school. But anyway, uh, you don't have to spend a ton of money to just get into it. Now, as you go farther into it, yes, you're probably gonna want other tools. You're gonna want a beveler. You're gonna want these different things. But I'm finding that is you can slowly get into that with each project. You don't have to just buy all this stuff at once, and you can take it as you can do as little or as far as you want to go as far as tools go. Um, and the tools aren't all that expensive. There's several different outlets you can buy them. I just say definitely jump in. Going down through the comments, Sent Packin says I've got the sealer. Oh, it's one about clean before we send it. Never mind, I already read that. And it doesn't say anything on the package. That's just weird. Dude, man, I don't know. Can you call? Here's the next suggestion. I would call my local RV place and just ask them. And if it really doesn't say, that's like any finish you buy, it's going to have instructions. Here's how you prep it. Even a can of spray paint gives you prep instructions. Oh, nice. There's some car out there. I would maybe email the company. Maybe look online, look them up. There's got to be a bazillion YouTube videos going over the same thing. And you know what? If I had an RV to do it on, I would I'd do a demo video for you. But I don't have one. Buddy says, where do you purchase your leather? The leather that I'm using right now, we have a local Tandy leather shop, and I bought this. What is it? A half a hide or a quarter of a hide, or I don't know what it is. I bought this particular piece early this year, January, I think. Might even been December last year when I was preparing to make the chainsaw milling pouch that I made. I bought it before this whole COVID thing, and just because I wanted to go in there and see, feel, touch, smell. So if you have one of them, they're I think that's a good spot to start if you have a local shop. If you don't, Weaver or Tandy. There's other leather places, but honestly, I've not dealt with any of them. Now, there's been a few that have been recommended, but I haven't dealt with either one of them. But Weaver seems to have a lot of stuff. I would honestly just have to shop prices. There's other, like I said, there's other leather suppliers, but I don't know anything about them. But really, as long as they have the weight leather that you want, I would say you could order from pretty much anybody. But I personally have dealt with Tandy and Weaver, none of the others. But I'm not putting any of the other ones down. I just can't think. I wish I could think. There's a couple. But the leather that I bought from Tandy. You're gonna love it. I really think you will. It's really just a fun thing. If you've never done anything with their work, now it's been a lot of years since I've done anything. I took a leather class. I guess I don't know if it's even a class. Growing up, I was a Boy Scout. I was in the Boy Scouts way back in the day, and one of the leather. I did some leather stuff through the Boy Scouts when I was in there, and that's the last thing I ever made out of leather, I think, and that was a while ago. But getting back into it now, it's really enjoyable. So I really do recommend, getting a few basic tools. You might be able to check out eBay. I looked a while back for some eBay stuff for leatherworking, but I ended up just buying. I bought some from the Tandy, and I've ordered some from Weaver. You know, again, you can go as little or as much as you want as far as tools. You can go just the tools that'll get you by. You can spend, get what they call the, their high end stuff. Get what works for you. But the cool thing about leather is you don't have to go and drop a ton of money on a bunch of tools. It's just really cool. And yeah. Oh, super chat, buddy. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Super chat. Right on. Thanks, buddy. Dude, I appreciate it. Right on. Senpakin says, yeah, I'll find out what to use and learn. Yeah. Senpakin, I wish I had an answer more for that, but I don't. I'm going to have my phone, so I'm trying to look it up at the same time. Senpakin says, my Tandy store is down on the coast in Vancouver. Yeah, my Tandy store disappointed me recently. I went there, as everything started opening up from this whole COVID thing, and they're closed. Sign on the door saying closed due to I don't know, it's maybe a half-hour drive, 25 minutes. I don't know. It's not super far, but it's it's a lot further than just running up the road. Drove all the way into town to find out they're closed. So I came home and ordered from Weaver. It was disappointing, but I got my stuff pretty quick from Weaver. Buddy says, thanks, Jeff. Gotta go. Right on. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. And definitely, I'm telling you, I want to see how that thing works, or how it turns out. Alice. Right on. Yeah, sorry guys, read comments and figure out where I was here. That's why you got the lost look. Tandy Leather has kits and leather. Yes. Wait, am I skipping around here or something? What's going on here? Alice says, I'm just waiting to see if Senpakin got my info. Oh. Andy says, Tandy closed their UK stores last year. I think I heard that. Ours is, well, I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, it's still open. They're not open right now because I went there and they were closed, but I don't know. Normally I would have no problem ordering almost anything online, a store like that, or even, well, convenient, they're right next to my local woodcraft store. So I like to be able to go and pick out things to feel, touch, look. If I'm looking for a certain application, I have something in my mind of what I need. I like to be able to physically look at it, hold it, and see. I feel it's a little harder when I am, when I'm trying to design something, to look online and order it. That's the thing I like about having the local shop. Whether or not they're always the cheapest, necessarily, but to be able to go there and actually hold something in your hand, to me there's a certain value, which I do enjoy. It does help me out with things. So I don't know what's up with our Tandy. Andy? I don't know if they're going to open back up. I don't know, whole pandemic nonsense that it was closed. I will keep an eye out next time I'm down that way, I will swing by and see if they happen to be open. But I don't think. I mean, it didn't look like they closed up for good. But yeah, I don't know. Sent back and says no. Alice did not get the information about cheap RV living. Oh, for roof sealer. Aha! I was kind of confused too. Thanks. Hopefully hopefully some of that is helpful to Scent Packing. So thank you, Alice. Hopefully that's helpful. So Scent Packing can get his roof fixed up. Cool. Well, guys, we're a little over an hour. We can keep going all day. Well, we can't all day, but Andy says think just UK that didn't fit their plans. It's possible. I mean, it's, you know, who knows how a business structures their, you know, business model and all that sort of thing. Scent Packing says, sorry, Jeff, cheap RV living is website. No, I got you. You're trying to figure out the roof sealer stuff. I'm with you. It's all good. I'm with you. I got it figured out. I was just confused. You guys were trying to communicate, and it didn't connect. But we're good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, and oh, you're asking me. I believe so. I think that's what Alice is. I think suggesting cheaprvliving.com to find out about the roof sealer. Yes, cheap. I've never been there. I can't verify. I don't have my thing. But if I'm reading this correctly, Alice is saying check out cheaprvliving.com to find out about the roof sealer. Check it out. And again, Alice, thanks for the suggestion. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Oh, this happens to me from time to time. Alice says, okay, enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a good day, Jeff. And everybody, bye. Scent Packing says, thanks. Have a good one, Jeff. And thanks, Alice. Right on, guys. Thank you so much. Remember, project video coming out right here on the Homebuilt Workshop YouTube channel this weekend. And the Wednesday live. Remember, I alternate. I should have mentioned this earlier, Alice, when we were talking about this. But next week on Wednesday, 9 a.m., I will be on Facebook Live. I alternate every week. So we're on YouTube this week, Facebook Live next week. Then the following week, we'll be back here in 2 weeks, we'll be back here on YouTube, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Just alternate. We hang out with different people. Some people don't catch the YouTube ones. Some people don't catch the Facebook ones. Some people like one over the other. And yeah, I try to hang out on both platforms. Just to hang out. So if you guys want to catch every week, then you got Facebook. And but some people do, some people don't, and it's totally cool. It's totally up to you. If you can't make one, it's not a big deal. But if you can, I'd love to hang out with you guys. Andy says, thanks, Jeff. Catch you soon. Have a good one. Scent Packing says, can't wait. Scent Packing says 9 a.m. East Coast. No, it is Mountain Time. 9 a.m. Mountain Time. East Coast, it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And whatever other time zones, just you'll have to do the calculation or whatever. So 9 a.m. Mountain Time, we'll be doing 5. Alice said, I saved you. Right on. Thank you. Hopefully, I hope you can tune in again. And we can hang out and chat and all that kind of good stuff. So right on. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope you guys are all doing great. And we'll see you guys next week.